Hi everyone, it's Deborah, and I just did a video thanking Wallace and one about underactive thyroid, and now I'm just going to chit chat with you. Me and the Lollipop kids planted most of my garden, and I went out there the other day and looked like somebody had peed on one of the tomato plants. I mean, just killed it. Stone dead, right? So I had bought this caged wire, and I'm going to go out there and put in these little metal pegs to hold down the wire. I have enough to do the whole garden, but I've been so irritable. I didn't want the Lollipop kids to come and help me. I give them candy and a little bit of money to help me. But the other day, I have a groundhog. He was out there just munching away on my garden. So I wish I had a fence. I have a relative who actually owns a fence company. So when I got out my electric lawnmower, the one that you plug into the wall, it did not work. Now I'm going to try it again and see if I just didn't start it right. But in the meantime, I had no choice but to buy a lawnmower. I bought the cheapest one. It even had a $70 coupon. Now, then you had to go buy gas for it, right? And it came with some oil. So I'm going to mow my yard, but hold on. I am so god dang sick. Oh my God. So when I pulled out my weed whacker, the line was not coming out far enough, and it was missing the little round bump thing. So I ordered that, and come to find out, yeah, I could use that. But then I couldn't figure out how to get it open or whatever. So I researched to watch like 10 or 20 videos. So I learned how to take the whole thing apart. I rebuilt the whole thing, strung my own line, and I had ordered a new cap because evidently when my son did his last weed whacking, he never told me that a part was missing. So I had ordered the little round part that is what you bump when you want more line to come out. So I put that on, and I actually was able to weed whack my yard. Now, so walk in the living room or the dining room, and I had missed a part, the spring, which why it wasn't doing the bump action, So I took it apart again and put in the spring, and I am so happy that I did not give up. I do not give up. I put it on, and now I saved myself a lot of money by just repairing that. That's the thing of it is, one of the neighborhood kids wanted to borrow my lawnmower, and I said, no, I haven't even used it myself. So, yeah, I didn't have my bump action because when I did weed whack, I noticed it wasn't pulling out extra string when I bumped it. But now it's going to do that because I put in the little spring. Now, the spring can wear out because I compared the new spring with the old spring, and that was that much of a distance in height. So yeah, the parts do wear out. The problem is when you get your parts list or your warranty or your instructions, it doesn't really address every part you need. Either you got to go into Home Depot and find someone to help you, or you got to do a lot of research on Google. So the other thing I've been messing with is, because I can't sleep at night, is these horrible big ass black flies. They are stupid flies because they move slow and they like to hang around the windows. So I have like 5 fly swats, but let me tell you what, if anybody could invent a fly swat, and I know what you're saying, oh, Amazon's got one with a bigger head, you would be very rich, because they don't make them with these big heads, because I kept missing these flies. I don't know what it is, but I was able to smash them when they would land on the windowsill because they're so slow. I would just smash them. And I mean, this goes on all night long. I think they wait at the door and fly in when you open your door, And so that's what I do all night. I'm not getting lucky. And the black flies aren't getting lucky because I'm killing them, okay? I'm squishing them. Now, when I lived at Colonial Beach, we had fruit flies, and I would take a bowl of apple cider vinegar, put saran wrap over it, wrap it with a rubber band, poke little holes. I would catch every one of these fruit flies, but they were having sex in my commode. I kid you not. Anything wet, that's where they would lay, or they would get it on or lay their eggs or whatever. So, but here where I live now, it's these big black flies. Now, I thought that they were attracted to maybe the cat poop. Well, I did research. They're not. It's not got anything to do with the excrement or the scat from the cats. I actually found out that cat poop is good fertilizer. Thank God. But I remember when my dad was in the tile business. He was a mentor to like 100 different guys and girls. We would have big piles of sand brought to our house in Oakton, Virginia, off of Vale Road. And my brother would take his little cars when he was like 8 years old, and he would make trails, you know, highways in the sand. But some mornings I would hear my father out there cussing because the neighborhood cats, my father didn't like cats, so we never had a cat. It was the neighborhood cats would come and do their business in the sand. And I remember hearing my father cussing because those cats. He would be on a job mixing up, you know, the thin set. And he would run in to catch it. Oh my God. It's awful. It's awful. That's when you had to have the mortar pans, you know, and so I hope you got a little laugh out of this. Bye.